Africa is a huge continent. There's going to be a lot of cultural diversity, I suspect, within. In terms of landmass, there'll be individual countries with bigger land masses than the UK, or even individual. I'm not sure how big South Africa is, but it's possibly the size of 2 countries in Europe. Yeah. Are there any issues with cultural attitudes towards female participation?
In Southern Africa, no. But, in countries where religion plays a big role, where customs and national customs and laws play a role, we always need to be quite sensitive, but that is not a stumbling block at all. And, the African Union, which is made out of, the presidents of all the countries in Africa, they signed a bill where they all committed, to include female participation in sport. And of course, they need to live up to what they agree within the African Union. It's like the European Union on your side. Of course, when you get into a country which is predominantly Muslim, or where then you will be sensitive, and you will make sure that the girls come and play with what is required for them to wear according to their religion, according to their culture. We don't discriminate against them. On the other hand, it's like you indeed said, with all the cultures, one thing that the Africans do well, they sing, they dance, and they can easily turn, a warm-up session, into a fun session with singing and dancing. And that makes Africa also unique. So whenever we plan, to get into a country to do a netball project, we make very sure that the tutors, that we know what is expected from us, what we should wear. Of course, if a country would not allow us, like Ethiopia, to go, with very short shorts, then we will go, with a tracksuit, just to make sure that we are also the role model as the tutors in that specific country, and that we adhere, to their religion or to the national customs and laws. But we have made quite a breakthrough in convincing, the culture in a country, the importance of having women and girls, into playing sport, but also into leading, and not only men. There's still a lot of work that we need to do, but I think we have already made, a breakthrough. It's now just for us, to make sure that we take it further.
In terms of sporting kit, I'm watching the Malaysian national hockey team at the Commonwealth Games, the women's team, and they were all, many of the players were in these. Although the kit was the same as everyone else in the skirts, but they had the full-length lycra leggings on, the full-length arm body tops underneath, and the sporty hijabs.
Yes.
yeah, sort of lycra hijabs, which was
The hijab, yeah.
it was
On
cover the head and the
yeah,
neck.
the headset.
So I think the issue there was publicly showing skin is not acceptable in that culture, but this wasn't the case now in creating sporty equipment and clothing to counteract that.
Yeah, Tao, it is also what, how the international federations, perceive this. With the INF, there is no issues about, the dress code when it comes to the religion of a country. The INF will never discriminate against that. So, we have India playing netball, we have Pakistan playing netball. We will not go to the extent where we tell them that they can't, that they need to wear the traditional, netball dress or netball skirt. So I think, it depends on how accommodative, the international federations are and how they perceive this to ensure, that those athletes are not excluded.